What would you do if you would be in the final stages of the design for this beautiful rifle, but Hitler would attack and take over your country? Saif started to work on this rifle well before the start of World War II, but of course when the Hitler decided to go through Belgium to the France and conquer the Belgium, the work has to be abandoned, and Saif actually did conceal the plans away from the Germans, so he did not want the Germans to have drawings or technical data package for this rifle. He still stayed in Belgium, and it took a moment for him to realize the gravity of the situation and what's really going on. And when the opportunity presented itself, Saif was smuggled out from Europe through Spain, if my memory serves well, to the Great Britain, where he was allowed to continue to work and finish his design. At some point, he did have a contract for 2,000 field test rifles for the British Army, but it was soon to discover there are some issues still with the gas system and the design wasn't really ready. That contract fell apart. 1944 came in, Belgium was liberated by the Allies, and Saif basically went back to Belgium and started working again for the FN in Belgium. After the end of the World War II, a lot of countries were faced with the choices what to do right now. As we know, the Cold War started to kicking out a little bit, and people started choosing the sides. Usually choosing the side meant you're either getting the aid package from the US or you're getting the aid package from the Soviets. So it was hard to sell something like FN-49. That being said, FN targeted and was rather successful across the South America with the countries which decided to be rather neutral or didn't want openly commit to the one bloc or the other. And the FN-49 had a very successful career in Venezuela, Argentina, and things like this. So the FN find a way to make the money off that rifle. Now, the specific model, the sniper version, was actually sold to the army of the Luxembourg, and only 203 rifles were sold to the Luxembourg in that setup. So this makes it extremely rare. And it's even more rare because actually this Luxembourg army rifle matches with the Luxembourg army scope. So this is a Luxembourg army scope package. And as you could see, the rifle looks outstanding for its time. So actually the FN-49, the base rifle, was released in the 49, but the sniper version, we're talking about the early 50s, but they did incorporate the cheekpiece, so it makes really for the sniper very comfortable to be behind that scope. It's a 4-power scope made by the Belgium company OIP, and it is a decent glass. It is a decent glass for its time. This is the second variant. The previous variant before that model had a little bit different turrets. It was basically the same scope or inside as far as the glass go, but the turrets were different. They were actually, if you can find the scope from the earlier variant, it's easier to set up than that one, because this scope requires a special tool to reset the turrets. But speaking about the rifle and ergonomics and everything, how this rifle actually performs at the range, let's see. rounds in a magazine, 11 targets, if my math is correct. We are using today 168 grain ELD match factory Hornady ammo. We do have a wind coming and going at full value from 9 o'clock, so this should add to the fun. But hey, that's life, right? We'll try to deal with it. Ulla, we'll start from 150 yards. So let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, let's do it.
All right, rock and roll. The target is partially covered in the grass from my vintage point of view, but that's cool. That's how it usually works in real life. Boom, I skim him on the right side, and I think, guys, that deflection, you will be surprised, but deflection will probably come out from the grass. So, because that wind is not that strong to push that bullet to the right that much. We'll see how this is going to end up at 250 now. Ulla, we'll go to 250, okay?
Okay.
I will keep the same setting on the turret for 250. And we'll see what's going to happen here. I just gotta hold higher. Boom, and we are more or less in center windage wise, and in the guts. That's a very good hit. I will take that hit at 250, but as you can see, we do not have a problem with the wind at that distance that much, and I pretty much hold it. A little bit to the left, not that much. So that 150 yard shot, I'm telling you, we got some deflection from that sneaky grass. That's on me, I should mow it down. Anyhow, 300 yards, okay?
Okay.
For 300 yards, Ulla will engage the small target, and I'm going to adjust the elevation to that. And wind is picking up now. I can feel it, and I see the netting moving from the left side. So that's we'll have to watch out for that.
Okay, let's go.
Beautiful, right around the neck area. I'll take that hit all day long. Now we're cranking up. All right, 350 yards, Ulla. For 350, I will keep the same setting on the turret, just aim a little bit higher, and that should take us home on that target.
Okay, let's go.
Beautiful, absolutely very cool hit. 350 was eliminated. No time to waste. Ulla will advance to 400 yards, okay?
Okay.
400 yards, and I have to adjust the turret to one more setting. It's 5.5 on this turret because it's a completely mismatch. I'll talk about that scope later on, and you will see, guys, what's happening. Unfortunately, I don't have a tool to correctly reset the turrets, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Ready. Beautiful hit, absolutely textbook, right dead in the center of the body of the mess. And my wind holdover, guys, was tip of the pointer was past left side of the target, so definitely we gotta keep accounting for that wind. That was a good wind call. Bravo. All right, 450. I'll keep again the same setting on the turret. I just gotta aim around like a neck mouth level to score the target on the hit. I mean, to score the hit on the target. Wow, this is what happens when you drink too much coffee in the morning.
Okay, let's go.
That's a hit on the plate. I see the target indicator flashing. Let me check where that round landed. I think we are in the right bottom corner.
I think so.
I think so. We'll keep it at this because I don't want to waste any more ammo, but I have to start doing more serious corrections for that wind. You see, we barely touched that plate. That's fine. That's fine. I will live with that. Ulla will advance to 500. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you ready? Okay, cool. There's a little bit fog down the field too. Nothing works well today. That's a hit. And let me see, I'm top of the head. Beautiful headshot. This was done on purpose because I knew that at the 500, where I am exactly with that turret setting. So great adjustment for the wind. That was cocky shot. I will take it. Beautiful hit. Ola, 550, okay?
Okay.
And for the 550, I have to adjust the turret again. And it's just basically, I gotta aim a little bit lower and to not overshot, but we'll see how that's going to end.
It is foggy there.
Yeah, it is foggy, yeah. That fog is creeping on us. I hope we'll finish the course before
Okay, let's go. Let's talk in.
All right, we're ready, right?
Yep.
That's a hit on the plate. I can't really tell where I got him. Okay, on the right side, elevation wise, we are good. Not on the right side, it's closer to the center. But yeah, the wind holdover for this was crazy. And that fog really is starting to make the things a little bit funky in the scope. It is what it is. Ola, let's jump to 600, okay?
Yeah, okay.
600. I'm adjusting my turrets, and we'll see what's going to happen. And conditions are worsening. Nothing works as hoped. Whatever, we'll deal with it. We have no choice.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, that's a hit on the plate. I think I'm in lower portion of the plate.
No, it's 3 o'clock.
No, 3 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, holy cow, I barely touch it on that right side. You know what? I have to reload the mag anyway. Let's see if I can compensate for that hit. I'll push it more to the left now. Okay, we are on the plate and that in the center. There you go. So the wind holdover, guys. That wind can screw you up down the field like there is no tomorrow. And you don't need much on those 168 grains. We don't push them with a lot of velocity. It is what it is. 600 yards target is a goner. I'm going to add 2 more rounds right now, one for the 650 and one for the 700. We will see how's that going to end and if we can accomplish the mission. All right, for 650, I'll keep the same setting on the scope. Just do some little holdover. So, Ula, we're going for 650, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll try to engage 700. We'll see.
Go.
We'll braid running. That's a hit at the 650, right in the neck area. Beautiful hit. I will take that. And now drums. And let's see if we can knock out that 700 yards target. And that's going to be, Ula will go for that orange one, okay?
Okay.
Squeezed between two white ones. So tricky shot in those wind conditions. We don't want to kill the hostages.
Shot is a shot.
Let me know.
Let's go.
I think that's a hit, guys. I think that's a hit on the target. I don't know if I will be able to spot. I don't see it. I think it's more or less on the center of the plate. But the light went on. We'll have to take a picture. So this was crazy holdover. I decided to hold all the way on the left edge of the white hostage target. So I'm dying to see where that hit landed. That's it from the range. Let's go back to the studio in the woods. So there you have it. We did blade run on few targets on the edges, but overall the rifle finished strong, and the finish was what I would expect from this kind of setup. And I think that the hit at the 700 yards was outstanding, taking into account what was happening on the field with the fog and the wind coming through. And we squeezed that shot between two innocent targets and hit the orange target where we wanted to. Now, I could not zero this scope to my liking because I do not have that special tool which is required to reset the turrets. Still, I had enough adjustments to manipulate, and results, you got it on the video at this point. What I would say, these scopes were used later on FN FAL rifle. So yes, the FN49, if you look at the gas system, and basically it's extremely similar to the FN FAL. So it's no surprise that later on the Luxembourg used those scopes too on their FN FAL sniper version. But if you could get that tool and scope, I highly recommend it. And then you can either try to find the FN49 Luxembourg sniper, or maybe you will get lucky and get some parts kits for the FN FAL, right? Which would be freaking outstanding, the Luxembourg version, and basically FN FAL, and set it up as a sniper too. That would be a riot to have. But going back to the rifle, this sniper variant for the Luxembourg, the 203 were only made, so this makes them really hard to find. The rifle is chambered in 3006 because the Luxembourg elected to go with 3006 package at that time, and that's why I was able to use the Hornady 168 grain ELD match factory ammo, and it likes that ammo very well. I do have the Haxworks suppressor. This is 762 Ti version, and this rifle is actually a perfect host for the suppressors because you can adjust that gas flow by moving basically the bracket, and you can valve either close or open the valve any way you want it to fine tune for your suppressor. This is a 50mm threads on the barrel if someone is wondering what you need. But the 50mm threads, and those barrels were threaded, so they got like a little thread protector at the end. You can remove it, and boom, you can add the suppressor or muzzle devices. Some of them, they had the flash hiders, if my memory serves as well. Overall, is this rifle worth the money, right? Is this rifle worth to go after? I think from the collector's point of view, and absolutely this is a riot, this is a fun, this is a grandfather of the FN FAL, so you have to have this rifle as a collector. The sniper version, it's icing on the cake, and to this day, if you will put it and shoot it the way how you should shoot the rifles, you are going to have the results, and this rifle won't disappoint you. Is it standing up and can compete with the modern glass and the modern sniper rifles? Of course not, right? There's a huge technological progress which happened over the last 50 years, 50, 60 years, so it will be hard to compete one-to-one with the completely modern cartridges, modern glass, and things like this. But at that time, if we're talking about the early 50s, I do think that that was extremely interesting package. And as I said, it set the roadmap for the FN FAL later on. Alright, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be, as always, watching your comments. Please comment underneath of the video, beat the algorithm from the YouTube. Subscribe and thumb up, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, guys. Wait. Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please comment underneath of the video. This always helps to break the algorithm. Thumb up, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed to us yet. We will be back with more in the next video.